So most Desert Clubhouse celebrates its fifth birthday with a special party on October 6th, featuring live music, games, prizes, food, and more, as you say, mate. So firstly, happy birthday, mate. 5 years old isn't long, but in the scheme of things, it's a damn long time.
Feels like I've aged 20 years in five. But yeah, we've probably been open 7, but the first 2 years were like bring your own esky and just a bit of a shit show, but fun. But yeah, legitimately 5 years and hoping to celebrate with everyone, have a good time, and throw some of our favourite bands on the stage for the day.
Oh, now before we actually get into the music, mate, I see you've also got a hot tub there. How's that going to work?
Yeah, we try and roll out the hot tub every year. It's one of those memes where it's like what my friends think I'm doing and what I'm actually doing. It probably ends up as 4 overweight guys in the hot tub with beer bottles at the bottom, man. But yeah, it's just something extra. Bring your togs, bring your towel, and a lot of the bands jump in after their set, and just a good time, mate. Try and encourage as much of a good time at Moe's as we can.
For sure. Now, you said there is 8 bands played, mate, including Cakes, there's Couch Wizard, Hammers, and Ringer. But briefly, mate, like tell us a little bit about each band on the lineup and why you want them to be part of your birthday celebrations.
I think, yeah, there's a bit of a scene. Like we cater to all genres at Moe's, everything from blues to heavy to comedy. But there's probably a certain vibe that a lot of the punters dig, and that's I'd say the new sort of the new post-punk, stoner rock, psych rock kind of feel. So we try to put together a lineup of young bands that sort of cater to the majority of our crew that froth and come regularly. So all the bands on the bill I rate 100%. Some of the best bands on the Gold Coast and in Australia for mine. All great, energetic live shows and yeah, big riffs and groovy. So yeah, I've just tried to put together something that will be a fun day.
Yeah. Now, I know people always say this, mate, but this is one show that will sell out because there's going to be so many people want to be a part of it. So where can people find out more information and get tickets now?
Yeah, there's still some tickets left. Moe'sDesertClubhouse.com has the ticket link. And yeah, we've got tickets left for the Sunday, October 6th event. It's a public holiday on the Monday, so it's a bit of a no-brainer if you want to come and party on that day. There might be tickets left on the door, but
wouldn't risk it.
I wouldn't risk it, no.
You also said at the top, you mentioned about, excuse me, about winning the Gold Coast live music venue of the year award. But as well as winning that, you also took out the Gong for Hall of Fame, mate. You're inducted into that. So that's a pretty big honour, mate. What does it actually mean to you and mean to Mose?
Oh, it's huge. Like, yeah, the chances of me getting in Hall of Fame for anything else in my life are next to none. So what they do is if you win 3 of a category, you get put into the Hall of Fame. So far, it's Amy Shark and us. So we took out Venue of the Year 3 times in 5 years, and we get moved to that sort of status. And for us, yeah, it's just when you're so busy and caught with your blinkers on, it's really rare to take a step back and just appreciate the journey that you've been on. So something like that is just a bit of a tip of the hat to us. And yeah, we value that award and the Hall of Fame status personally 100%. It means that we're on the right track and we're doing something right, and it gives us a bit of steam to keep going in sort of uncertain times.
Yeah. Now, the Music Venue of the Year award, it's great. It looks good on the shelf. It's a great thing to talk about. But what actually goes into making your venue, I suppose, good enough to even be nominated for that?
Yeah, there's I've been a part of the judging panels as well. There's probably about 20 people on the judging panel from all walks of music industry life, and they look at things like variety of offering in terms of genre and events. They look at accessibility, just the friendliness and the overall vibe of a place, and how a venue is attracting sort of larger shows. For us, we're starting to get a lot of big shows at 250 cap, which we weren't a few years ago, So they look at trajectory and just everyone votes and they say their piece, and yeah, we were lucky to take it out. I think for me, just being a muso first, I wanted to cater to musicians first at the venue. Like we've got a lot of things set up sound wise and comfort wise, green room wise that help that first, and it's just flowed on to to it being a fun and safe place where people can come and express themselves, and yeah, there's no fear of any drama or anything like that. So yeah, we try to create a cool space.
Right. Now, I want to take you back to the beginning, mate, because I've always wondered this, but I've never actually asked you, like, why did you call it Mo's Desert Clubhouse in the first place?
Yeah, we all met at a festival in America called Burning Man, which was in Reno, in Nevada, and we made a stop in the Mojave Desert along the way, which was a really cool place to hang out for a few days. And we came back to Australia wanting to do something creative. I've sort of had all the hats of the industry on, but having my own venue was the ultimate goal. So yeah, we thought Mojave Desert Clubhouse, or Mo's Desert Clubhouse, was a good name. There's a big mural on the side wall that sort of shows the journey of Mo's. And yeah, we really didn't know what we were when we started. We wanted a space to store our cars and maybe have some office space, and we lived upstairs for a while. But over time, it's just sort of, yeah, evolved into a real live music venue for Australia. So yeah, pretty stoked. But yeah, it started with some extremely munted chats at Burning Man.
So over the years, I suppose, how was your initial vision for Mo's Clubhouse? How has it progressed over the years to where you are now?
I think it's just a sense of professionalism. Yeah, we're sort of taking it week by week, year by year at the start, not really knowing what the end journey would look like. And we're getting to a point where it is pretty finalised. Like, there's always improvements you can do on a venue, but the vision has been actualized. And I think just, yeah, realizing that there is interest here and we are attracting bands of note, and just really focusing in on that, trying to cater to a wide range of people coming in. And then, you know, in COVID times, we scored grants for things like a podcast room and jam room and a second bar and back deck and food truck, just trying to add things to make it a self-sufficient venue and with alternate income streams, just opposed to the alcohol as well.
Yeah. Now, over those 5 years, mate, like, there's been hell of a lot of highlights for you, I'm sure, but what's a couple of your band highlights, your personal ones?
Probably the biggest pinch me moment was having Sunk Lotto in-house up for their 15-year reunion show. I was a massive fan back in the day, lost my shoes in the mosh pit to some boiler room thing at Livid or Big Day Out, and being able to have a band that was so special back in the day to play our venue and play our stage was a real highlight moment. Seeing grown men cry in the mosh pit with beards and beer bellies.
I wasn't one of them.
But yeah, probably, yeah, the best moments are probably the bands that you never think you're going to get, you know, like a Cog or a Sunk Lotto or some of the overseas tours. They're real moments of, holy shit, like we've done something here and we're attracting people that were like my heroes back in the day. So those are probably the specialist moments, I think.
Yeah. I sort of touched on this just before, mate, but COVID was obviously a bad period for everyone in the industry. Like, you guys got a few grants and stuff to help out. You also branched out into other avenues for a revenue stream, I guess. But since then, like, it still hasn't fully got back to what it should be, has it? Like, it's still, the international acts are coming over, but the local businesses are still struggling to some extent, are they?
Yeah, man. I feel like there was a golden period post-COVID where the brakes were put on international bands, and you know, local bands and upcoming bands were able to put up their ticket price, and sales were through the roof for local low-level, mid-level shows in that period. But as time and the economy rolls on, it seems that times are tight again for everyone. We're finding that at the venue, like, ticket sales are under what we would think and what the bands would think they'll do based on that golden sort of period post-COVID. And people are coming out and maybe only having 2 to 4 drinks, whereas, you know, a few years ago they would have come out and had 10. So, and then you have to look at the youth coming up. Like, alcohol isn't as big a focus for them as what it was for our generation. So there's a few factors there to consider. I don't have the right answer, but at least we're attracting, you know, larger bands over time, and just have to keep going, man, and hopefully ride out the period with everyone.
Yeah, I think, like, there's so many things and people have got so many different theories on what can happen, but I think a big one for me anyway is that people have stopped pre-buying tickets to concerts, you know, like, but what they don't understand is that, like, the bands and the venues, they all go off the pre-sales now. Like, people are whinging that concerts are getting cancelled at the last minute and stuff like that, but It's because you look at the pre-sales and there's 10 or 20 pre-sales and bands aren't prepared to take that risk and venues aren't prepared to take that risk. So I think collectively the music lovers out there should start pre-purchasing tickets again, and that'll be one step in the right direction, wouldn't it?
It's 100% a step in the right direction. I guess I feel for the individuals who have had a lot of events cancel, so that trend of pre-buying tickets, which was so prevalent when the venue capacities were reduced, is sort of dried up a little bit. People are scared to buy tickets and lose their money. But in this day and age, like as a venue and as bands involved, we're looking at that pre-sale number pre-show to determine staffing, to determine if a gig is viable. And quite often you'll have, something sitting on 40, 50 pre-sale, and then you'll get 150 through the door, and there's just no way to prepare for that or know if a show is even worth doing. So it's definitely a way that people can help if they're up for it to pre-buy tickets, and then everyone knows it's going to be a good show or know that it won't be viable. But just have to see if trends change. Hopefully they do.
Yeah. Now, one of your little side projects you're involved in, mate, is a little thing called Beats Cartels. So tell us a bit more about that.
Yeah, mate, back to the old website, moesdesertclubhouse.com. There's a What's On tab there. We've got a stack of different genre stuff coming out. We've got a sort of rapper called Forte and Gooch Palms, Sultry, Dallas Frasca, Frente. We've got Bob Evans, Andrew Farris from Excess, King Parrot, John Toogood. Heaps of shit coming up, man. So there's something for everyone pretty much there.
Yeah, very cool. Now, before I let you go, mate, I got a new segment that I've started where I troll through people's Facebook pages and find a few photos and issue them with a please explain. I got yours. Yours aren't too bad, actually, mate, compared to some of the ones I got. But I just want to chuck this one up because not a lot of people actually know that you are a musician yourself.
Yeah, that was at a Transvaal Diamond Syndicate gig. That's been my main blues rock band for 12 to 15 years. I haven't been able to write a blues song in a while, which must mean life's going too good. But other than that, I play in a band called Rinser and the Black Armada, and part of life is trying to stay on the guitar and keep that rolling as well. It's a challenge when you've got so much on, but that's my true love, I guess, man, playing guitar and playing music.
Well, and here's your other true love, buddy. This photo is absolutely fucking gold.
Yeah, getting my boy to work early. There's no childhood labour laws at that age. So, no, that's Atlas, my boy. That was taken, probably 4-5 years ago now. But happy days, man. We try and bring the kids in and give them exposure to gigs and the back end of gigs, and who knows? I don't know if I'd want them to be in the music industry.
No, I don't know if they could deal with the stress.
Yeah, hopefully they pay and get some enjoyment out of it anyway.
Cool. Now we got another one that looks like it's going to be my personal favourite, mate. What the hell is going on there?
Yeah, that's our resident shot ski. It's called at Moe's. $20 for 4 shots. You have to all work as a team, or you get a fireball down your top. But I've had a few, mate. I try and limit the shots these days, but bit of fun.
All right, Christian. Well, thanks very much for your time, mate. Mo's 5th birthday bash is on October the 6th. It's a Sunday. Public holiday on the Monday. Still tickets left. Plenty else happening there, mate. You guys are champion live music venues, support music really well. So on behalf of everyone, thank you and well done on the awards.